I liked you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome to another episode of the Better with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Vicky Vizalia, and with me is Casey.
Hey,
And we are here to do our preview episode for episode 8.
hey, you sound excited.
Can you believe that we are already at episode 8?
Well, it's been a ride for sure.
There's 4 more episodes.
We've been so locked in
There's 4
between
more.
scene talks, bonus content, cooking videos, preview episodes, and our big recap videos. I feel like we just been in the foxhole getting busy.
In like a bad way?
No, in a great way. It's like in season, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah. Back to back.
it's like sometimes you don't take the time to smell the roses because you're so locked in,
Right.
you know?
Have you been smelling the roses?
Well, I always look back so fondly on season 2 when we were recording and like, oh man, that was so fun.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, there's only a month left.
yeah.
That's the key thing.
So
And
maybe,
like last month, ever, there will be no new The Summer I Turned Pretty episodes ever again.
what's been your favorite podcast moment so far?
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
I think you're gonna say when we did the elevator.
Oh, that was funny. That was impromptu.
Yeah. Podcast on this podcast or just in general?
Any of Better Classes content.
I really liked our therapy session. It's so interesting to see how everyone was feeling at the end of that episode versus like how fast we've moved in the plot of the show, but then towards the book plot and all the new scenes and the Conrad episode, and it's all coming to a head. Like it's all coming to what we anticipate as a finish, and yeah, we were really, really in our feelings. Everyone was very, very sad, and it was nice to do a little therapy session.
Yeah, I was mainly in my feelings because you were in your feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why it's like my favorite podcast moment because like that morning, I think you went to work and you're like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And you gave me a kiss. I think you gave me a kiss on the forehead. Remind me
Whoa.
to bring that up because it may happen again. Not to me and you, but to Bell Bells and Con Con.
Yeah, there's been so many great times.
Well, you asked me, so you must have one in
Well, no,
mind.
I don't
Oh, you
actually.
don't?
Well, I'm just like, okay, seeing the YouTube community grow. Every time I open up YouTube, it's like 36 comments and just da 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 da. Da. And that season 2 was not like that. You
Yeah.
might get like 5 or 6 comments.
Yeah.
So the YouTube community is growing, which is great.
Patreon community has
Patreon
grown.
community is just like, whoo, next level, baby.
I love it. Like I obviously I like being a moderator, but I like creating an avenue because that's what a real Patreon is like a real avenue where the moderator just like creates chats and gets the conversation started, but people are
Yeah.
having their own conversations and that's super fun.
Friday giveaways or whatever day that is.
Tuesday
Tuesday
giveaways.
giveaways.
So we just posted the giveaway. So we post on Monday so that you guys can click to enter, and
Yeah.
then we do the drawing on Tuesday. Well, this week, the drawing, the live, I don't know how we're gonna do it because Casey's not gonna be here.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting week of episodes. We're not going to miss a beat. We might not be sitting here next to each other,
Yeah.
but we will certainly have our podcast. And to audio listeners, it won't sound any different. To video listeners, we
It's
might
gonna be visually
we
different.
might be a couple Zoom kids.
So, yeah, let's give a little brief synopsis of everything that's happened so far and also what's happening in our world. So, Casey got a new job. Yay,
Yay.
Casey. But because of that, they're sending him to training in Charlotte, North
Yeah, it's
Carolina.
it's like actually a sales conference. I just happened
Oh,
to have started like a week prior.
well, you're in sales.
And so
So
it's
hit
like a perfect like right thrown into the midst of it. And I'm so excited. I'm driving tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. and life is great right now. Um, I have never been happier.
look at him go.
Yeah. We have a new chapter of life starting right now. So Vicky's having some things changing. I'm having some things changing. The podcast is growing. It's just the ultimate time to be alive. And Vicky looks great.
Thank you.
Tan and beautiful you look.
We'll get back to how I look.
Oh, okay.
But I
Tell me more about.
yeah, I know, but I was getting at the fact that,
We're not going to be in the same room.
well, number one, we're not going to be doing the live together.
What
I don't
I'm
even know if you're going to join.
what I'm thinking we could do.
So
Oh,
Casey may be stirring up the chat tomorrow, but I don't know that we're going to get his live face on the video. But we're still going to be there. I'm still going to be there, and we are doing a bunch of giveaways. So it's been such a nice little gift to you guys, but also like we really enjoy it to be able to do the lives and to be able to literally do a giveaway every single
yeah,
week
and for everyone, not just Patreon.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not like we love doing the bingo thing and all that, but like no need to play a game, no need to click and like and reshare a post or anything like that to enter. You just get to enter by following the Better with Glasses podcast on Instagram
Being
and
part of the community.
being part of the community. So we're so blessed to have been able to do that. But this week, for everyone, we are giving away the Don't Marry Him shirt, which
Ruthless.
sold out so quickly.
Yeah.
So this shirt is sold out. The socks are sold out. Your girl got multiple
Yes,
because
she
we
did.
knew we were going to give them away. So I'm rocking the Don't Marry Him shirt, not rocking the socks. Not that you can see my feet anyway. But we're going to give away this. Ew, put your feet down. I hate feet.
Yeah, she does.
Socks for the win. So we're going to do socks and
Shirt.
shirt.
So what will be different this week? Let's just go through the list.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
So I wanted to mention that also because we also announced that the Patreon pretties, who we love and adore you all, and you guys are great supporters, you're great listeners, you consume all of the extra content that we're putting out there, but most importantly, you guys help to support monetarily, which we so appreciate, and it allows us to be able to do our giveaways weekly. So we wanted to honor you guys, and today I announced that we're doing a giveaway for the Stanford Pretties
Yep, big coach purse.
Coach purse, which is
Yep.
like a $300 value. It was one of the more expensive items that came out in the collections, but for me, I got it. I got it before any of the episodes came out,
Yeah.
but it's just so iconic to the show at this point because
Right.
Belly wears it in almost every episode. It's like her purse of the summer, and
Yeah.
because I got it, it's kind of like my purse in the summer, and it's just like a really cute bag. I went on Coach and I couldn't find it anymore.
Hey.
I was like, what? They still have it on Amazon. So I grabbed one. I'm like, let's give this one out to the Sanford members. And then for the Finch members, I also picked up extra totes of the Will Always Have Summer.
Totes
So I've
gross.
got my like bag of the summer, and then that bag's more like a beach tote. So beach tote, pool tote,
And something else I saw.
yeah, and so that's sold out everywhere. So Finch will get that. Plus, we're gonna put some goodies in it. So we're also doing the Buxom lip gloss set.
So thank you. That's just an extra special opportunity for the Patreon supporters. You know, we've been independent forever. We're completely independent. Everything that we do is just kind of,
For you guys, literally
yeah, we just
for us.
out of the fund, we never took a sponsor. We never
Yeah,
did anything like that.
wanted to, like we had a couple of opportunities
Never
to
wanted
like.
to have ads on this show.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know?
We had a couple of opportunities to just like read ads. I'm like, I don't really want to insert an ad. If I'm in a flow state, I want the pretties to hear all of my insane, unhinged thoughts,
Right.
like uninterrupted. So anyway,
But if Oreos is out there and wants to sponsor the show,
bro,
did you see
you say okay. We say this because
of the
today
Oreo advertisement today?
no, it's Reese's and Oreo.
Oh, Reese's and Oreos. That's right.
So Reese's did the post, and it's so cute. Jenny reposted it, but I saw it this morning immediately well, I didn't wake you up, but once you were awake, I was like, hey, look. And it's like 3 pictures. It's like of a nighttime beach, and it's a stack of Reese's talking to a little Oreo, and it says, don't be with him. Don't marry him. Be with me.
The little Oreo has a bow in her hair, just like Belly.
So cute.
That's the
You
cutest thing of it all.
noticed it. I didn't notice it
No.
because you're like, wait, what is it? I was like, is it talking to an Oreo? I'm like, oh my gosh, it is talking to an Oreo. You're like, it's got a white bow because Belly had a white bow in her hair.
Perfection. Great
Perfection.
marketing.
Yeah. Anyway, um, that's that. So I'm wearing the Don't Marry Him tee, and I did my hair. You were saying about how I looked. I did my hair like Belly,
Hey.
right? A little half up, half down action. I don't have a bow in my hair like the Oreo, but
So to wrap up,
yeah.
just to kind of wrap this up,
Oh, my bad.
Monday giveaway,
Monday,
don't marry him,
Tuesday giveaway.
don't marry him, shirt and socks for everyone.
Yes.
August 31st.
You have until September 1st. So on September 1st, I'm going to run the list of all the names of the Sanford members and all the Finch members, and whatever list you're on, you're going to get thrown into a hat,
Yep.
and we're going to pick a winner, and we are going to announce the winner as we get closer to the end of the series.
Cool. Now this week, a
Yes.
little bit different for us. We mentioned it a little bit earlier. We will
Not be in the same area.
not be in the same area. You will probably do the live by yourself. I'll probably request access if I can, if I'm available.
Yeah.
Um, so that'll be different.
Yep. But we're still trying to get this baby out on time. So I think
3 a.m. wake up call
3
for me and
a.m.
Charlotte to watch in the
You
hotel room.
you bet I'm gonna be blowing up your phone.
I know. I don't have to probably watch it on my phone, depending on if the Kimpton and Charlotte has Prime access. You have to give me the
That's
login,
so sad.
We'll see. All right, we'll see.
Gosh, you're gonna watch it on your phone. You'll definitely fall asleep, bruh.
Shoot, no credit. No credit. Let's just see if this
How are you gonna
let's
FaceTime?
just see if this
How are you gonna FaceTime me and watch at the same time
I have a
and watch
computer,
it?
you know.
That's true.
Oh, I have to leave it here with Ooh, I don't know if I can leave my computer with you. Uh-oh.
Why do you need to leave your computer?
Because that's our podcast computer.
Yeah, but if we're doing a Zoom, you would just start up the Zoom and I would join
True
the
that.
Zoom.
True
I
that.
have a fully functioning computer that I use for Zoom all day, every day.
I know, but that means I would have to bring a mic.
Yeah.
But we have two mics in two different places with
No. The
better.
audio is gonna blow, guys. Sorry. We're just gonna use Zoom. Just use the computer mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
yeah, we're just figuring out the logistics here live. So we'll wake up early wake up call, watch it from two different places. Instant reaction.
Yep.
I
You'll
do mine, you do yours,
splice them together,
together.
release it on Patreon.
Release on Patreon. Later that night,
Yes.
we record the podcast via Zoom.
Bet your ass we will.
Bet your ass we will.
But it's gonna be like a split screen recording.
It's
It's gonna be crazy.
gonna be sick. It's gonna be unique.
I'm gonna be in the studio. So I'll be in the studio.
Okay.
You will be somewhere. You better have good Wi-Fi.
Chill.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, come on.
If
Worst
I
case scenario, we release it Friday morning instead.
I know, I was just gonna say that. If not that this isn't out, but if you guys see one of those posts that's like, hey guys, tried our hardest to get this episode out. It's gonna have to come out Friday morning. You will now know why. So it's a preview episode for episode 8 of the show, but also a preview episode for our recap, which I think it's gonna go off.
This
just
is an
fine.
extra long preview episode, so we're really this is a really meaty
And hopefully,
preview
guys,
episode.
I mean, if you skip through our
No,
fucking ramblings
I
here,
think
good.
they like the inner workings of the Better with Glasses universe.
I know they like the inner workings. I like the inner working of the TSITP. Like I go goo goo gaga over the dance choreography being released, the behind the scenes stuff. Today, not Belly, but Lola was like practicing walking down an aisle. All
The
right.
lemon bars turned out great. We never answered that.
Oh shit. Yes.
Lemon bars,
They were really good.
they were really good, and they weren't as flat as we may have led you to believe on
Yeah,
the
if you're
show.
gonna do lemon squares, I would use a square pan. I would also use a Pyrex dish that's clear so that when you're packing the crust, you can even out the crust so you don't run into the fear that we had. And then that way, when you're pouring on the lemon on top, you can actually see the lemon to crust ratio.
Yes,
But other than that, it was freaking fantastic.
it really was.
Yeah.
Any comments that we've had from the pretties that have stuck out to you lately?
So many.
I want to shout out all my NASCAR people who responded to that.
Yes.
I always do these like random call outs during the show, and you guys always deliver. So
It's
like
true.
I shouted out the NASCAR ones.
Yeah.
People responded to that. What was
Yep.
the other thing that people responded to recently?
Not super, not nothing super fun, but we had people fact check how close
Oh,
Finch,
the Providence,
Providence,
Boston.
yeah, Providence, Rhode Island. So we had forgotten, even though, yes, Stephen was at the Providence Hospital. You remember that?
Yes.
And it's Providence, Rhode Island is where Brown is, and Brown is close to Finch, and therefore it's Providence, Rhode Island to Boston. So it's about an hour and change away without traffic. So thank you guys for fact checking that for us.
All the congratulations on my new job, things like that. That
Oh,
was
that's so great.
great. Um, yeah, you guys have the best comments.
Yeah.
All
If
the
you guys
baseball jersey comments.
what's that?
All the all the baseball. Anytime I wear a unique jersey, or I wore the Junior Mint shirt last episode and somebody commented on that.
Yeah.
So some really
Someone on Etsy and got it.
great comments. Yes.
Amazing. So anyway, guys, it's just so fun. We just appreciate you guys
And we
coming.
love when we get the we've had a lot of them, but they're like, just found you guys, just wanted to say I'm in my 30s, 40s, whatever. I the TikTok stuff isn't for me.
The
It's
Reddit thread.
fun hearing
Yeah.
some like adults talk about it, and those ones always make me feel good.
Hmm.
So if you're questioning if you should reach out, just do it. We read them and we appreciate them.
Yeah. There's been a whole bunch of since the last episode, a whole bunch of like Jess Mariano walked so that Conrad Fisher could run because there's a big scene in Gilmore Girls, one of my favorite scenes, where like Rory's doing all this like fuck around stuff in college, hanging out with Logan, who's a frat guy, getting into trouble. She stole a boat. She dropped out of Yale. She entered the DAR, joined the DAR rather, and he calls her out. He's like, "You dropped out of Yale. Why did you drop out of Yale? This isn't you. What are you doing with your life?" And it was very similar to part of Conrad spitting out before he confesses his love and says, like, it's not about any of that. He does the whole, Belle, you're getting married at a fucking country club. Who are you? So,
If Conrad, okay, let me check that. If Chris has a career equal to Milo
Milo,
Ventimiglia,
Milo Ventimiglia.
Vilo Ventimiglia, would it be a success or would it fall short?
That would be such a success. Are you fucking kidding me?
Uh,
To be
I was not.
to be on Gilmore Girls as Jess and then to be on This Is
Okay,
Us
well, hang on.
as the best
So,
husband figure.
assuming that like Chris gets Conrad,
Uh-huh.
Jess got Gilmore, everything after that. So, like, if Chris's career goes in the same heights and whatever
Yeah.
that Milo's does,
Well, Milo was in Heroes, and I loved that show, and it was a very big show before the writer strike happened, and it got canceled
you know,
and went to shit. And he was on This Is Us.
this is also like his other big thing that
That's
I
what I
would say
mean.
people know. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
if like, I think for Milo, not to be morbid here, but like first line of the obituary is probably This Is Us rather than Gilmore Girls.
You don't know Jess like I know
Uh,
Jess. I
it,
knew I'd get a laugh out
it
of this.
it might be who starred in This Is Us and Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, it'll depend on whether or not This Is Us gets a resurgence because Gilmore Girls like has gotten its heyday and then it's rewatchable and there will always and forever be young girls with mothers,
Mm.
and teenage girls with mothers growing up. There's just something about it, man.
I would say, so to your point here,
Hmm.
in the first paragraph of Wikipedia, which is always like known for blank,
Jess?
it says made his debut on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, didn't know that, before landing his breakthrough role on Gilmore Girls. No mention of This Is Us. So, hey, maybe I'm the idiot.
You're not an idiot.
Oh, honey.
But no, Jess. Just for the win.
So
Okay.
if he has that career, do you think he could exceed that? Do you think?
If Chris Briney has that career,
Yeah.
I think if Chris Briney has that career, it's a fantastic career to begin with.
Yeah.
But I think that he can exceed that. Because and nothing against Milo, but like he did a lot of movies. I loved him.
He was in
Loved
The
him.
Art of Racing in the Rain, that said.
I loved him. So I've watched almost every movie that he's in, like good and bad and shitty, like horror ones. I think Pathology is one of them. Um, I I consumed all of his stuff. Um, and he never really like broke out as leading man, not that he couldn't, but I hope that Chris gets some like leading man stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice career for Chris.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be nice for him.
Yeah. And Jess was great as a character, but as far as like material, I do think that Jenny and the writers on The Summer I Turned Pretty deliver more great material, acting material for Chris Briney to work with. So the catalog of his range is very, very apparent because of the work that he's done on The
I'm
Summer I
gonna
Turned Pretty.
I'm gonna fuck you up right
Why?
now.
Are you gonna
So who had the best career? Milo Ventimiglia,
Mhm.
Joshua Jackson, another Conrad,
Pacey?
or Taylor Kitsch?
Best career?
Those are pretty. They're three kind of equal careers, I would say. But how would you rank them?
I best career, I would go Taylor Kitsch last, Milo Ventimiglia second, and
Josh Jackson first?
Josh Jackson first. Josh Jackson started his career as fucking
Mighty
uh
Ducks?
Mighty Ducks, bro.
Was he Free Willy too?
Yeah,
Okay. Josh Jackson one,
bro.
Milo two, um, Taylor Kitsch three.
Yeah.
Although Taylor Kitsch is still making stuff, and he's got a chance to.
Joshua
His
Jackson.
career never really turned
Joshua
out the way.
Jackson is in a new romantic something with Katie Holmes, and if you think that's not gonna fucking explode the internet, it may have already.
Jeez. If so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Jackson, Ventimiglia, Kitsch. If there's any disagreements out there, let us know in the comments.
Awesome all the
I know. I was like, wait, there's some other Conrads here we could throw in.
Oh my gosh. So guys, if you did
50 minutes into this episode, do you want to start talking about the preview?
if you didn't follow along or you're new to the podcast, in the drought because they had this fucking writer strike and then pushed out the season and then pushed out the release, we did this we did this series called Other Conrads.
It's
And
such a funny.
now speaking it out loud, Other Conrads is just fictional characters that Vicky at some point and probably still is in love with as fictional people
Right.
who are also actors that I also happen to have a thing for
So it
to the
was
point where I watch their stuff
Casey Witter,
regularly.
Tim Riggins,
Yeah.
um, what's his what's his name? Jess Mariano.
Yeah.
Other ones being
Paxton
Paxton
Hall Yoshida.
Yoshida. He got screwed over in that
Those are the main. Those are the
final
ones. Those are the ones we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's also Landon, what's his name from the movie?
Landon Carter. Landon Carter from A Walk to Remember.
I've never watched that. I owe it to Vicky at some point that we gotta watch.
Ugh. Landon Carter was my first like such a misunderstood guy, and then he falls in love with this really great girl, and she changes him for the better. Anyway, it's a trope. It's a whole thing. I fall right into
Sounds
that
like
fucking
She's
trope.
All That or
I fall
Drive
right.
Me Crazy.
She's All That. The next time we see my dad and mom, you ask how many times I rented She's All That.
Okay.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Rachel Lee Cook, She's All That. I probably watched that movie. I probably rented that movie
Hey,
50 times.
where's my summer catch fans at?
You,
I like the horror movies from that era.
yeah.
Urban Legend. I know what we did last summer.
He,
You know
you know what is
What?
so refreshing about you?
what?
Like, you don't even fucking fake it, but like every time you get in your bag and you say like a Casey thing,
Yeah.
it's like every time we watch a interview and like if Chris and Sean are in the same room, it's like I could pluck you up, put you there,
man.
and it's like we're trying to have a conversation about the summer I turned pretty, and they're bringing it back to baseball. That is literally you guys would be besties. While me, Lola,
And Jenny are
Jenny,
trying to keep it on track, trying to answer the questions earnestly.
or talking about Taylor Swift or
Mm.
food, like stuff like that. It's always baseball. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Summer
to
Catch. I mean,
interrupt.
Summer Catch, kind of in that same vein of love story, I would say.
It's okay.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Jessica Biel.
It's all right.
Hello.
45 minutes into the
So,
preview episode.
episode 8 coming out, huh?
Episode 8 is coming out.
There's going to be a wedding getting destroyed here. So, what would the name be?
Last
Right.
chance.
Last chance.
Last chance. Last rites. Last ditch.
What was the last hurrah of it all? Last episode, Conrad's last hurrah, like
Well, I think there's that, but
also the
Taylor literally says it's Belly's last hurrah.
bachelorettes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, Taylor says it. Okay, can you stop messing?
I had an icy hot patch on my leg. I'm gonna switch it. So
It's been looking like you're petting yourself. So I'm glad you actually revealed to the audience what you're doing.
just just my icy hot patch.
It actually looks like you hurt your thigh and there's a bandage on it.
Surf cut.
Big surfing
Big surf cut.
accident. Yeah.
Oh, that was another comment that the fans reacted to. Yes, the cut looked different.
Yeah.
That's
A bunch of people were like, please tell Casey he was right.
The
Look,
pretties know.
it's horizontal and now it's vertical.
Pretties know.
Pretties know.
You know, I love those. I love our fans. Fan base is the best.
So are you gonna
Okay.
pick a name for
Okay, so last rights, because something's gonna die. Last um
chance because
last
it's the last
chance.
chance to bail.
That's true. You keep going. I'm gonna go into my list and see what
Last, I don't know. Last call? Could it be last call
did that
now?
happen already?
No, I said that last call was going to be the last episode because I knew they were going to be bar hopping.
Last gasp.
Last gasp.
It's morbid.
It is. I don't
Okay.
know.
Last stand, has that happened already?
No.
That would have been like Conrad's last stand
Yeah, but
on
last
the
stand
beach.
could be, yeah, I don't know.
Has last straw happened yet?
No.
Damn, that's a sweet one too. Last resort.
Last resort?
Cut my life into pieces. Um,
Is that like corn?
that's drowning pool maybe or POD or
Okay.
Papa Roach.
Is
Okay,
it?
I think so.
Okay.
Last minute. I don't think so. Okay, last stand I like. Last gasp, last resort. And then what did I say?
I'm gonna go with last looks.
Whoa. Whoa.
Because traditionally at a wedding you do
Yes.
first looks, last looks.
I cried like a baby at our first looks.
Yes, you did.
Um,
All right. So can we go into what's actually going to happen in this episode?
sure. Okay.
Okay.
Where do we end at?
You tell me where we ended at because I did a whole scene talk on it and
What's this?
I was so sad and
Knock,
you were not.
knock, knock, knock. It was really just one knock.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody didn't knock back.
Because he was passed the fuck out.
Yes. So, Jinx, to me, that was like the last test. That was it. That was the nail. That was like hammering in the nail in the coffin of Belly and Jeremiah.
Okay, from the audience perspective,
Right.
but Belly is gonna wake up. She is going to be totally conflicted. She is going to try to avoid Conrad, and she is going to keep going through with this wedding. The reason that they were even meeting out at the beach anyway is because Belly had actually said to Jeremiah, it's gonna be like full stop, like kind of crazy until the wedding after tonight because everybody's coming to town, and then I would imagine Jared has a fishing trip.
Oh yeah.
So I think we're either going to see the fishing trip, which would be cool because it's going to be all of him and I think his bros and his
Red
dad.
Bird. Yeah. Wow.
It's either all of them or it's supposed to just be Steven Jeremiah, Conrad, and Adam.
Optically, that would be weird to leave. Unless, are the other groomsmen staying at the house or are they staying at the
They're
inn?
staying at the inn.
Okay, it's not as weird.
Well, no, I think they're staying at the house.
That would be weird to leave them.
I don't know. I don't know. Did you golf with your
Yeah.
friends before the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of like that, but they're going fishing. So Jeremiah has that. I think they still have the rehearsal dinner
Mm-hmm.
the night before the wedding. And probably just, I don't know what the girls are going to be up to, but there's a whole day in front of them. And Belly was already feeling like, okay, it's a lot. It's going to be like kind of on warp speed after tonight, Jer. So let's not get drunk and be hungover the next day.
So maybe Conrad's gonna call Jer out on the boat.
Maybe.
Maybe you get your Stephen and Conrad big conversation.
I desperately need a Steven and Conrad conversation.
We never got Ernie.
We never got Ernie. We got Steven and Conrad having that weird interaction so they've had a weird interaction at the dinner,
Yeah.
for the dedication lunch. We had a weird interaction at the bar,
Yeah.
and I just need those two to talk. So however it happens, I just need that for this episode.
Jenny knows.
Jenny knows we need it, do you
Yeah,
think?
I do.
We have Taylor calling out Conrad. So
Mm-hmm.
Taylor knows that Belly's getting sucked back in. She hates when she gets sucked back in. She knows that Belly was out there on the beach with Conrad and then came in crying, barely got any sleep last night. So I think that Taylor is going to confront Conrad.
Okay. Need not remind you.
Yeah,
Belly put Jer up to two of the best friend tests.
Belly did.
Failed them both.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, but I think that shows that she is breaking down and she is going to clock that, but she is going to
Maybe three of the best friend tests.
I think she's more mad at Conrad right now than she is thinking that her and Jeremiah don't belong together.
Well, she was looking for comfort from Jeremiah when she got back to the house.
Yeah. He's passed out.
Right. And like not really his fault. He couldn't it is his fault he's passed out, but he didn't know that she was looking for comfort because he's passed out. So
Right.
a little bit of grace there.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah.
and then I don't know what's going to happen during the other part of the day, and that's what's exciting about this episode for me is I know the very big plot points that we will probably see. We're going to see Taylor confront Conrad. We
Yep.
saw that in the trailer. We are going to see the letters because that scene where Jeremiah is throwing a punch at Conrad, he's holding a letter. They're all suited and booted. So
Yep.
that's like day of wedding stuff to
Can you
me.
explain the letters, please, and like the mixing of them and like
Yeah, because you don't remember or on behalf of our pretties.
on behalf of our pretties,
Okay.
30%, 40% I don't remember, 20% because you told me about this wacky Jeremiah Team Jelly theory with the letters that just confused me even more. Right? Remember that theory?
Yeah, that's hearsay, but
Okay, and then 10% because my math is wrong.
I was wondering where the 10% was going to go. Okay, so if you have not read the book, We'll Always Have Summer, basically, we find out that Susanna, because she's Susanna, wrote each of the Conklin children and each of the Fisher boys a letter that she gave to Laurel, and she told Laurel to not give it to them until their wedding day.
Pressure.
So, that morning of the wedding, Laurel, presumably, this is in the book, gives Belly her letter, and Belly doesn't open it. She
Okay.
gives Conrad Jer's letter to give to him.
Gives Conrad Jer's letter to give to him.
Right.
Okay.
So
The messenger.
Jer has gone missing. So in the book,
Mm-hmm.
Belly tells Jeremiah, because she feels like it's right for him to know, that Conrad told her the evening before that he still loves her. She tells Jeremiah, again in the book, she tells Jeremiah that Conrad has feelings for her, but that she told him no.
Hmm.
She doesn't tell Jeremiah whether she does or does not have feelings back for Conrad. She just says, and I told him no, I told him we're getting married, but I wanted you to know. Jeremiah has like a weird reaction to it, and the next morning, which is the morning of the wedding, they wake up and Jeremiah is gone. Only Conrad and Stephen know that Jeremiah is gone. So obviously, anytime the groom is not there, you don't tell everybody.
Yeah, it's a la dead ball, a little bit.
Kind
Time for
of.
the
Kind
dance.
of. Well, but Belly really, really knows why Jeremiah is not there. Conrad really, really knows why Jeremiah is not there. Stephen is just a groomsman. So he's like,
What?
okay, or he's co-best man. So
Yeah.
he's like, Conrad, we got to go find him, right? So they're keeping it a secret from everyone, which is why Laurel's like, hey, Conrad, have you seen Jeremiah? He's like, no, but I'm gonna go meet up with him now. Oh, give him this. It's from your mom. That's how the letter gets into Conrad's hand, and he just grabs it and runs out the door. And then they're running around trying to find Jeremiah. Jeremiah, Jeremiah went to the garden where the garden dedication for Susanna was.
Oh, I was thinking ocean. Okay.
So, well, they can change it. Well, actually, they probably don't change it because there's literally flowers around them in the trailer when he
Yeah,
throws a
garden
punch.
makes sense. Garden makes sense.
So he finds Jeremiah there. He and Jeremiah have a confrontation, and that's where Jeremiah swings on Conrad and the punch lands. And then at some point, Conrad's like, here, read this. It's a letter from mom. Thinking that maybe mom's words will have some wisdom in it or some hope in it, and it'll be exactly what Jared needs to forget the fact that I still love Belly. She doesn't love me back. She wants to marry you, Jared. Marry her. Will be okay eventually. Right? Like he's just hoping that mom has words of wisdom. Jeremiah opens the letter and he says something like, fuck it, fuck you. I don't view you as a brother anymore. Stay away from me. Stay away from Belly. I hope we never see you again. And he's like, but I am marrying Belly. And he leaves. And then he goes, oh, and by the way, and he throws the letter back at Conrad. He's like, this letter is yours. The
Damn.
letter mix up, however,
Mm-hmm.
the letter mix up, however, when Conrad reads it, he starts to cry. And then later on, we find out that because Jeremiah tells Belly, like, oh, you didn't read your letter from my mom yet. And Belly's like, no, I didn't even know if you were coming back. And he's like, I got a letter. It wasn't mine, it was Conrad's. And in it, she said that she had only gotten a chance to see him in love once, and that was with you. So like it's hard for Jeremiah because and Conrad and Belly is because like if they were expecting a sign from Susanna on their wedding day, like
She just stirring it.
that sign was not the right sign, which is why all of the Bonrad girlies and boyies, if you're out there, got super, super stoked in season 2 when we got that scene where Belly and Laurel come to visit Susanna and
Yeah.
she's writing letters and then they all fall to the floor.
Because that's when the mix-up happens.
Because that's when the supposed mix up would happen.
Dang.
And I think we're going to see all of it because Jeremiah is holding a letter in that scene in the garden when Conrad takes a punch.
So does Jared never get his letter?
Jared's not going to get his letter until he gets married. Now that they know they're switcherooed, I think Laurel's going to be like, oh, I have your letter.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Beep, bop, bop, boop.
Yeah, like Belly doesn't open her letter until she gets married in the book.
Whoa.
And now Conrad has already read his letter. So,
Yeah, jumped the gun on it.
yeah.
Not by choice.
Yeah. Did
So
that
you think the letters happen in this episode?
yeah. Yeah. Fucking right they do.
So what is on a letter that would be last? Blah.
Last
Come on,
word?
guys.
Last words?
Last, maybe. Is there something like when a signature last
I don't
something?
know. Last word.
Okay. Okay.
Can we talk about what scenes we'll get?
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't go back and reread the book. We probably should have so that you know or remember more of these scenes. But do you remember the Belly and Conrad conversation post beach?
Yes. Save. I just want to save a little shred of dignity.
And you won't even let me have that.
I mean, I
You
get him there, bro,
broke my heart last night. Is that what you want to hear?
but it drives me crazy. We literally already saw this once, right? At the
No.
motel.
No.
He confesses some shit.
No.
Feelings happen. She takes it back in the morning.
I don't think that he's gonna fucking take it back. I don't think he's not gonna pretend to be drunk.
In the books, though, he does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've already used that to your point so many fucking times. I don't think that he will be like, oh, I was so drunk. I think he's gonna say, I was out of line. I think he's gonna say, I got the news about Jeremiah and Cabo and I freaked the fuck out. I think he's gonna say, just please, like, let's move forward and let's forget about everything I said last night. I think he's gonna say all of that.
Yeah.
And I think where she gets really, really heated and angry is when she's like, how can you say all of that to me and now expect me to forget it? Like, you ruined everything.
Yeah, he's like what a can full of gas and a handful of matches.
Yeah. So then he gets angry back at her because he's like, well, what did you want me to do? Right? Like, I wasn't trying to ruin anything for you, but I needed to tell you how I feel. And now I'm just asking for you to, like, you already broke my heart. You told me you didn't love me back. You
Yep.
told me that you love Jeremiah and you're going through with the wedding anyway. So what else do you want me to do? You're supposed to be my sister-in-law for the rest of our lives together. So, like, can we at least fix this so that it's not awkward?
Yeah.
And that's what he's asking for with the shredded dignity thing. And for her, it doesn't land, but it's, again, we talked about it. I think we only talked about it actually on the Patreon Lemon Square beach fight thing, but Conrad knows. Like, there's a part of him like they're having this fight,
He knows
but
she's bullshitting.
not even that he knows she's bullshitting. He knows that she wouldn't be reacting this way if there wasn't a tinge of guilt or love for him too. Like, she's having an overreaction to it because if she didn't have some shred of feeling for him too, she could be calm about it. She could say, Conrad, I really appreciate you and everything that you've done for me. I appreciate the time that we spent together,
Yeah.
but I really do love your brother, and I'm sorry if that's hard for you, but we are getting married.
That would be like a normal
That would be normal, but
no,
her very
adult way
big
of doing it.
but her very big explosive reaction speaks fucking volumes to Conrad, who really knows her. And I don't know that he'll be totally satisfied with just knowing that. But do think that we're gonna see him leave before the wedding gets called off, like in the book. So in the book, after the thing that happens with Belly, after having to sit through a excruciating dress rehearsal, after crying with Laurel the night before the wedding, after having to run and around town and find Jer, who almost called off the wedding to Belly,
Yeah.
which would have also embarrassed Belly, broken Belly's heart. He had to go find Jeremiah after getting hit by his brother. After the Susanna letter comes out, he just goes and tells Belly, look, I love you. You know that. I will always love you. Have a good wedding day.
I'm out of here.
I'm not gonna be here. I don't want to ruin anything. I don't want it to be about me.
At
It should be about you and Jeremiah
this
if you're gonna
point,
do it.
it's probably best for him.
Right, no, and he leaves. And that for the first time is when you really hear Belly's inner voice when she's like torn into a million pieces. Like, the fact that he is leaving and he's letting her go, but that she really thinks that she will never ever see him ever again. She has the flashback to Infinity like the moon and stars infinity. That's a Valentine's Day flashback. We'll see if we get it, guys. And then she, in her head, she says something like, I wanted to say don't go. I actually wanted to say please never go, just be right here with me always, or like be near me, always be in my life. And she knows she can't have it both ways. Like she's saying this in her head, but she knows she can't really have it both ways. And he gives her a kiss on the forehead and leaves. And that's when she's kind of like sitting there, and then Jeremiah comes in
If we were
later.
having our podcast subtitled on Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
it would say pensive narration by you.
Because I was all in my feelings about it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm getting emotional just thinking about that scene.
it always says
It's just,
pensive music.
I know, I know. It says pensive, exciting, hopeful music.
Okay, last word.
I said that
You said
already.
last line.
No, I said last word.
Okay, last word is good. Last page.
Okay. Last
Last
chapter?
last chapter is fire. Last chapter is some gas.
It could be last chapter because if she is gonna call off the wedding and call off the stuff with Jeremiah and Conrad's back gone again and she boards a plane to Paris, like it's kind
Petty?
of a last chapter, closing the book, closing the pages
Yeah,
on this chapter.
I like that.
Um, I have a question for you.
Fire away.
I don't know that you have an opinion about it, but you've been wanting to see it, and if we see it, it'll be in this episode. At the dinner, the rehearsal dinner, it's where in the book you wanted to see John Conklin talking to Taylor about how Lobster's nervous system
Yes.
works.
Yes. Classic.
So, um, I have a feeling, I have a feeling that Jenny, because Jenny likes to do this, is actually going to make the dress rehearsal dinner, sit down dinner, like way more painful, dial it all the way the fuck up. I think it's going to be kind of like the luncheon
Ooh, else I was
part two.
thinking.
I think it's going to be like luncheon part two.
Is Conrad in attendance?
He is. But she tells him, you should just leave. Go away. I never want to see you again. Don't even be here. Don't even stay for the wedding. Just leave me alone.
Who says that?
Belly. So,
Fuck.
like, when they have that fight, that's what she says. And then, so he's still around, but he's like he's ignoring her. So in her head, she's like, it's really weird because she's sitting there next to Jeremiah at her
Oh,
dress rehearsal, and she just keeps watching Conrad interact with everyone else but her. And she was like, this is really weird, but it's what I told him, so I guess he's following my order.
if I had a vote,
Yeah.
I'd vote for the return of backseat Conrad.
Ah, that's so petty. I no,
Serial
no.
killer Con.
No, no. I think that it hurts Belly more. Not that we want to hurt Belly, but I think it hurts Belly more if he stays and is literally being conversational and
Yeah.
jovial with everyone except for her. Because they have this little secret confession thing. Jer knows about it, but everybody's just like play acting that it's cool and nobody else knows.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
And also, I think in the book, Belly is clocking that Conrad is at the end of the table making Annika laugh.
Woo.
And Annika was the one who was like, "Oh, if it wasn't your first love, like I would go for Conrad." And she like feels jealousy.
Who's
Like
sitting in the middle of the table? Are Conrad and or Belly and Jay are sitting in the middle of the table?
Belly and Jer are sitting in the middle of the table. And in again in the book, Jer stands up and thanks a bunch of people, but doesn't thank Conrad.
Hmm.
And Belly stands up and says, "And thank you, Conrad, too."
Have we ever talked about how the middle of the table should work?
Being the middle?
Yeah,
I think so. You call it middling.
middling. Yeah. So next time you're at a restaurant or you're at a family meal and you got like 8, 10, 12, 14 people, make sure you have some good conversationalists, some outgoing folks in the middle of the table. So we're keeping the whole table engaged.
Well, I think that's the problem. Is they're sitting in the middle. Belly can't keep her eyes off of what Conrad is doing because she
Yep.
feels awkward. And Jer probably at this point is already fuming and secretly, like, his angry brother feelings are already pent up.
Damn.
So, yeah. So they're, it's one of those things where, like, in a really big friend group, if like two people really don't get along, but they have to be there for the friend group,
Yeah.
they like kind of sit on opposite sides and everybody knows. So everyone's just trying to, like, yes, play the middle, but also keep those two from each
Sure.
other. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that.
Seen that before.
Do you remember the Laurel Conrad scene? This scene made me cry. You made fun of me because of the diner scene. Like, I like the diner scene, not because of the diner scene. Well, take it back. In the book, I didn't like the diner scene for the diner scene in the
Okay.
book. I like the diner scene because of how much it meant to Belly that Conrad got her mom. The
Facts.
diner scene in the show was actually great. My point, however,
I
is
bet those cheeseburgers were great too.
the two cheeseburgers. My point being, my favorite Laurel Conrad heartbreaking scene is actually supposed to be in this
Let's
episode.
have a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
yeah. So everybody's like, the adults have gone back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
The kids have all gone out for ice. Like, I think they go out to the boardwalk or something like that. Nothing crazy the night before the wedding, but just kind of like after dinner, they
Yep.
they go out, have ice cream, and Conrad and Laurel are back at the house
Having a brewski.
having a brewski, and they're just very sad.
Damn.
Like, Laurel basically asked Conrad again, like, "How are you feeling? How are you doing?" And he said, "It's pretty much killing me."
And I'm dipping out to Stanford at daybreak.
He doesn't do that until things come to an actual head with Conrad. I mean, with Jeremiah. It's tough for Jeremiah too. So, like, Jeremiah's done a lot of like very poopy, shitty things this season, but you got to think from his side of it. Like, he is in denial, like Gavin said in the
Yeah.
like post thing, that like he gets it. Like, Jeremiah is very much in denial. He's messed up a bunch of stuff. He hasn't really been there for Belly. Belly is making all these sacrifices. The writing is on the wall that this wedding shouldn't happen, but Jeremiah is still kind of in denial. He knows that there's something brewing between Belly and Conrad. He just is choosing not to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So when it all comes out, he the part of him starts to know and realize, but he defaults to his Jer character, which is like, sweep everything under the rug, forgive and forget, Belly, I'll still marry you. Like, all that stuff will start to come out, but it's hard for him too. Like, imagine Belly bringing up Conrad again. Like, all your worst fears are coming to light the day of your wedding.
Mm.
Getting getting the wrong letter from your mom, from the
Yeah.
grave, from beyond the
I
grave.
mean, anything from your mom on after from the grave would be like
Yeah. And
very heavy.
and I do like the very last scene. So, like, weirdly, this is the last scene if you're a book fan. This is the last scene between Belly and Jer completely. So I
That's
don't,
it.
obviously that's not going to happen in the show because we still have so many more episodes to go.
I
And
mean,
they weren't fair to Jer. Like, the book was not fair to Jer at all. But
but
this,
like scenes 10, episodes 10 and 11 might have Jer and Belly in completely separate places where they're not even communicating.
no, because Jer goes to Paris. There's behind the scenes sneaky footage of Jer getting to Paris.
So Jer goes to Pear, is what you're telling me.
Jer goes to Paris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy we could figure that out.
No, I don't think that it's going to be like in the book where we don't see any other scenes between the two of them. I think we will.
Dang. I
But
was thinking
you were thinking it was
maybe
going to be
episode
Belly
11.
Conrad show for the rest of the, or you thought it was going to be like Game of Thrones. You just follow each character on their
Yes.
journey and then they
Yes.
all come back together.
Well, not even come back together, but maybe.
Just they have to come back together.
Okay, like one final cousins beach trip at the end of season 11 where they're like old as shit and they have some kids or some shit. Or
You are
the
not.
real wedding is going down and they all get back together for that.
Uh, I disagree,
The
but
Belly Conrad, what?
I think no, I think that we are going to see them separate, but I think that we are going to see them coming back together in episode 10.
Okay.
And I mean every character. Like I think that before Conrad makes a real play for Belly, I think he's going to talk to Laurel. I think he's going to talk to Jer. I think we're going to make sure that the brothers are cool. So I think that Steven and Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have to see some scenes of them.
Yeah.
I think we'll find out where Steven's business and Denise's business go, if that like has real legs and is walking around at that point. I think that Redbird is supposed to be in all the rest of the episodes. So I know why he's in this next episode, but after that, maybe he's the one that comforts Jer.
Maybe they in love.
They're not in love yet,
But maybe they in love then.
but maybe he's the one who's like, "Hey, you got to get over her. Like it wasn't right. It wasn't meant to be." And he's like trying to help him through it, which would be nice to see.
Don't you think that it just came to me?
Yeah.
And I kind of said it already. But I think this season, the series, episode 11, season 3, will end somehow at the beach house.
Of course it will.
Okay. How old do you think they'll be?
I think that we are going to get another fast forward to just kind of like showcase life.
Because they're not going to put Conrad with like gray hair and kids. They're not
No.
going to go that far.
Well, they did it with the Notebook. So the Notebook just ended
That
on like
would
two
be
like old
epic.
people on their deathbed.
Oh, they could recast.
Yeah, I hope they don't
No,
do
I don't
that.
think. Maybe they'll be like, she's pregnant ending.
You know what I really secretly hope?
What?
I actually hope that so I hope that it is a I hope that we see Conrad working through stuff with Jeremiah. I already said that. I think I would like to see Steven and Taylor coming back together or actually in a real friendly relationship without this other bullshit. I would like to see Jeremiah and the Redbird thing's a cool idea. If it's not Redbird, I would like to see that Jeremiah has some growth. I would like to see that he either is a real integral part at Breaker, or after the Kaylee thing comes out, that he doesn't work at Breaker, but he is on shore footing and he is out there, career, all that stuff. Because it's not too unbelievable. Everyone's like, oh, Jared can't be redeemed. Of course he can. We watched just a montage of Conrad walking to a therapist's office to some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, he's fixed. Totally believable, you know?
Right.
Like, he's just got, like, Jared's just got to have swagger and some things going on in his life, and then I can believe that he's good. So I think we need all that, but then I think that we need Conrad with the letters.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to see Belly having some adventures with other guys, not in too much detail, but like dating maybe, and living life in Paris and having fun. And then I think we need a big swing from our man Conrad. Like he takes a flight over there. Maybe it's an engagement, maybe it's just them dating something. And then I would love to see the actual Bonrad wedding, like how they actually came back together. And then if like the last 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of the series is a montage.
Yeah, like Belly over narrating, be like, we order pizza every night, every Friday night, and on Sunday we get the crossword from the New York Times, and we do it in the living whatever, some shit like that.
Why are you doing her like an old lady voice?
Because she is good.
But it's a little Mrs. Doubtfire,
It was
honestly.
a little Mrs. Doubtfire. She has a very specific narration voice.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna repeat
I'm
it. All
trying.
right.
But okay, but if all of that goes down, what I would love to
We get pizza
see,
every Friday night.
what I would love to see inside the montage
Yes.
is them in their house, which is the cousin's house.
They're living there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's Christmas, but like it's Christmas for them there. Like we get to see them like wake each other up, run downstairs, open presents, and maybe like a little belly
Okay.
is running down to open presents too.
A little bit too on the nose for me that they're living there, but
Okay.
I like it.
In my dreams, that house does not belong to Adam anymore, and it belongs to Conrad.
He's had that shit in season 2 where he's like he never always wanted to leave, never wanted to leave Cousins. So that's fair. Whew.
Anyway, um,
Thank you guys so much for listening.
yeah,
Been a super fun episode tonight. A
yeah.
little bit longer than most of our previews, but you deserve it. But do you have any last thoughts that I missed?
No, I was gonna ask you for some last thoughts.
Last thoughts.
So, everything that I named is exactly from the book.
Okay.
Is there anything? So I want Stephen and Conrad. I have no idea how they would bring that up. I think we're gonna get Taylor and Conrad, but I hope that she's not just like mean. I hope he stands up for himself a little bit
Hmm.
and that she has some compassion for him. That would be like major to me. If like, yes, she can have her initial blowout, but if she comes back around, that'd be really good. And nice to see. There's a part of me that hopes Belly comes home early and catches Conrad and Laurel crying together.
Okay.
Um, but is there any like the fishing stuff? I would love to see some actually like them out there on the fishing thing because that seems like new and fresh.
Right.
But is there any like new and fresh scene that you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
I
that
think that Taylor and
so
Lucinda,
that's what I don't the thing that I'm like really invested in and engaged with right now is that scene. Like, where does that go?
yeah,
Like, Steven essentially had the chance to hook up with Denise, passed on it, and it wasn't even just like, "Hey, give me 2 seconds.
hmm
I'll let me go handle this. I'll meet you upstairs." It was like, well, maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning,
yeah,
which was like maybe he knows that this is going to be longer than just a couple of minutes.
right.
He knows Lucinda. This is going to be a little bit more in depth, and he doesn't maybe taking Conrad's advice where he doesn't want to be hooking up with Denise in front of. Um,
Taylor,
Conrad mentioned Taylor, but Taylor's mom is basically the same thing also.
sure.
So a little bit of that.
Where do you think Steven and Denise? Do you think they actually like kiss finally,
They
or
might as well have. They don't.
what do you think they do in this episode?
No, no, I don't.
Okay. Do you
I
think we're gonna
think
see a
I think Taylor and Steven are going to have some steps here. Something's going to happen with them. I don't know exactly how, but
do you think that we're gonna see a Stephen and Belly moment? In the book, we do see a cute Stephen and Belly as she's getting ready for the wedding. I think we need
yeah,
that.
that'd be great.
Yeah. Um, do you think we're going to get Adam? Do you think we're going to get Adam being a dick and or Conrad telling Adam that he knows about Kaylee? Like the origin story of Kaylee?
I hope not.
You hope not.
Yeah.
I hope we do.
Yeah. I mean, we can get through the rest of the story without really needing that.
I know, but that's if you don't want any type of resolution for Adam and Conrad. Like, I think they need to have like an adult conversation
That would be
about
great.
why Conrad thinks that Adam is a dick that he owns. You know what I mean? That he
Yeah.
can like sit there and own and be like,
Well, it'd probably be
"Shit, son, I'm so sorry that you knew about that, but like, I do want to let you know like that I am for real about Kaylee. You know, just something,
that would be
something that
great.
like some fucking acknowledgement and like Conrad apparently is out here confessing everything, so that's one more thing he can confess, regardless of how the relationship ends up. You know.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it.
Will we see a Susanna flashback?
God, I hope not.
No, not on her
Oh,
deathbed.
okay. Susanna not on her deathbed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Susanna in regular life, please. It was on the TV yesterday. It was the saddest thing ever. I was like, turn this off. It was like a horror movie. It was so sad. Susanna looked so bad.
But you know, like they had the earlier flashback of like getting Belly her big girl bed, like
Yes, that was
something.
great.
So yeah, some Susanna where she looks young and vibrant and is Susanna. I would
Yeah.
love to see.
Vicky seems very confident in where this episode's going. So I'm just excited to see what it looks like and see
Ooh,
talk about it.
where
What?
do you think it ends? Do you think it literally just ends on wedding called off, or do you think it ends with like Belly boarding a plane and it says like to Paris?
No, I don't think they're gonna get that far. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, episode 8, right?
Yeah.
Episode 8. Yeah, they're gonna call the wedding off by the end. That's about it.
Okay.
That's a big thing though.
I mean, that's huge. Yeah.
No, episode 9, Paris, 10, starting to turn the corner. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. Super long preview episode, but so fun. I love when we get to talk about the behind the scenes uh inner workings of how our show goes down.
Yeah.
And y'all are the best fans. Support us through and through. If you do like the show, please leave a rating and a review. That helps us.
Stars.
We reached like number 60 or something on Apple's TV and film podcasts recently, which is like
No shit.
the major one. Yeah. It's like their
Because it's like,
big chart with
yeah.
like
'Cause
super.
if you're in the 60s, right? Like you look at kind of like the surrounding stuff in the 50s and the later 60s, and it's
I
like
mean,
all produced by The Ringer. And
even in
it's
the
really
90s and
big.
100s, these are like big time shows that probably have budgets and people that are getting paid salaries.
People who aren't doing their own editing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's because of you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening. If you like it, we're going to keep pumping out the content. So don't you worry. We're going to be there for you. If you guys like listening to us, just, keep pressing play and we'll be there for you. Um,
At
if,
Glasses.
yep. If you want to chat directly at Better Glasses Pod on Instagram, Vicky holds that down to no end. Um, comment on the YouTube videos. We both see those. I love them. I get notifications on my phone. Um, if you want to leave any questions, comments, or concerns in a long form way, bedwithglasseспod@gmail.com is where you can do that at. Uh, y'all are the best. Episode 8 coming in hot. We're gonna probably do our first Zoom podcast, but it's gonna be sick, and I can't wait for it. Love you guys.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time.